Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Victoria 3, our Emperor Meiji in his 70s, and welcome back to the second Russo-Japanese or maybe the First World War. Who knows how history is gonna describe it later, we shall see. We are in the second year of the war and it looks very promising at the moment. We both occupied biggest shares of Manchuria and Alaska, while losing to the Brits down here in southern China, which shouldn't be too much of a problem since the war score looks amazing to us and we don't have really interest in the Brits. So normally it should be only a matter of time until the Russians crumble or their morale falls down in the end. We shall see how this is gonna turn out. And yeah, apart from this, we got with the last election, we also got the nationalists, the how do you call them, the imperial rule party into power as well. So we have a very righteous government and everybody, the Japanese, are really rallying behind this cause to win this time against the Russians after last time's humiliation, and it is looking good right now. Alaska is actually being fully occupied. Let's have a quick look. They are traveling to places. Let's just in case designate some people just as defensive force over here as well, since not everybody is doing it. And there is more and more Russian troops pouring in since they moved their troops from the now they can keep on advancing. Yeah, the troops are gonna be beaten anyways in a second. I don't want to send further troops down here. You can also defend. Well, yeah. There's more and more troops is where they're coming from. Are the British also sending in troops, or did they also mobilize? They mobilized probably their conscripts. But I feel like we probably don't even have to do that. Bedouin uprising against the Spanish, I don't care. We just, at the moment, it looks like we've got to wait. And we're going to be there very soon that our full proposal is done. This is way quicker than expected. I mean, the war keeps on going and we're still on the attack over here, despite our inferiority in numbers. But once again, we cause higher casualties over here. We have the better experience, we have the better troops in technology, and yeah, I don't see hope. The Russians apparently also think like that. There's no big reasoning for them how they're gonna turn it around. And I think at the moment it's just about the British. If we see no bigger success from the Brits here and their war wariness is going up, I think we will see a peace with a successful peace very, very soon. Yeah, -7. When this goes to 1, we should have won this war. I mean, ours is also going down, but I think it's not a problem as long as, yeah. Now we're stuck. We can't push really further here. They assembled their full defensive force. And I feel like we're not gonna jump over, we're not gonna be able to really push over these natural obstacles. While the Brits are also being, they took them 1 year to take southern China down here. Yes, come on. And it is the case, just 1 year and 2 months after the start of the war. Oh yes. This time it's time for victory and this is time for celebration. We are gonna take the Manchuria, we're gonna take Alaska. We get the Russian war reparations, so we will be able to pay off a couple of our debt and reduce our taxes hopefully, and the claim on Sakhalin is gonna be gone. Let's propose it. And there we go. Fantastic. Fantastic, absolutely. This makes up all of the humiliation that we had to face after the last conflict. And thank you, Austria. This will be very much appreciated. Unlike the Northern German Federation, you didn't drop out. We have apparently still European reliable partners. And what can we see? We get 111k from the Russians now. For how long? For the next 5 years. So this is gonna help us a lot when we're reducing our taxes here again. So hopefully, yeah, we shall see an improvement in the standard of living again. And yeah, we've got here basically these 3 territories, which is pretty much essential because, as you might know already, especially about these 100 coal mines, I've been very, very greedy for since our coal is so expensive recently. We do have the problem of the turmoil over here because when trying to build something here, this is going to be very costly. To fight this, we will definitely bring out the... we'll stop the emergency relief in Chubu. How's the turmoil here? Still not that... a lot of unemployed. Or Hokkaido maybe. No. Let's cancel this one and let's bring in both of them. Let's bring in the violent suppression, which will the penalties, half the penalties we get, which is gonna be the penalty of turmoil is pretty strong in state construction efficiency. So it will yeah, be a big problem if we want to extend over here and get buildings out. So for this reason, I wanna get at first some construction sectors in both the Manchurias out, since they will also increase the state production efficiency. Then let's see what we're gonna do. Definitely max the gold mines over here and get the oil also out over here. And in southern Manchuria, I will basically after the construction directly go straight into building a couple of at least 50 coal mines. Let's be honest, we're probably gonna max it out. Population is huge over here, shouldn't be a big deal. We just got an extra population of 15 million, 17 million. Yeah, and here not so huge, but we got a couple of extra population in. So yes. Also here, let's extend our ports. Let's max the gold mines, and then there will be oil. And actually, I think here, since it's a small state, I will even make it Alaska to a state over here, where we will probably, after we've still got resettlement. So I think there should be some Japanese people also moving in. Oh, 136 years. I don't know if this is going to be faster after some time. I don't know. And there's still unemployed people over here, also logging camps. And fishing is going to be maxed. And then we still have these options left, because here fishing is really good in Alaska. Russia ended the rivalry. We will not. We will definitely not. Did we put them in as rivals, actually? No, we didn't. So yeah, I feel like we lost ourselves immediately in formalities after this great victory, but let's enjoy still this, that we, it's a little bit devastated everything, but after a while this will be great. Probably the same down here. Yeah, devastation and turmoil do cause problems here, but it is what it is. It will be back. And let's hope this is gonna affect our economy also very soon. Still, we have tons of stuff to build before we start. Actually not. This is also all down in Guangdong, where we also have a little bit of, yeah, some construction issues since... And now we're getting the concrete fortifications unlocked. By introducing concrete into fortifications, it is possible to make strong entrenched positions very quickly. Army defense and moral loss. Good that we didn't have to defend too much, but this is a big one in case there is going to be revenge. Since we do have some riots over here in Guangdong as well, or some turmoil, I'm gonna at least delay a couple of the port buildings in the rice farm here in order to get the other things out first. In the meantime, we are enacting the National Guard. Oh, it's really a lot of stuff is happening. The 1916 is a big year, apparently. So we've got some lower revolution secession speed and less radicalism, some kind of inner politics National Guard. Mainly, I was aiming to reduce here the problems in these provinces where we, not that some Chinese try to get out of the Japanese Empire, we just want the best, of course, for them. Alright, after researching here the military, and after kind of having actually the situation where we have our biggest enemy overcome, I I mean, what is the next? Maybe we should take over the Philippines. This is something. This is also a natural expansion path. When you look at the, I mean, it's the German market, that's still a problem since the Spanish are fans of the Germans. However, they betrayed us a bit. So, well, maybe I don't care too much. This could be a natural target. Saying this, at the moment we don't have the big military goals. Still, I want to. There will be jealous people that are envy us and they want to attack. And actually, thank God we're just back on 1, because I think right after the war, even despite our biggest victory, we dropped to rank 2 for a second. So it's like a very close race with the Brits. I will get at least one more military thing out, and maybe this time the submarines. So we strengthen our navy. That should like help us a lot to prevail our current strong position, and from there on we can always try to yeah, from then and probably go more towards society and production things to research. Northern Manchuria. I mean, I could unite the Manchurias under Japanese rule. However, right now attacking Qing is not necessarily like of such high importance for us. We do have no wine, but also we don't have so much wine in the market in general. Who wants it? Who buys that? Maybe is this the Russian population? Well, maybe we can actually get some wine in. Yeah, come on, Russia, then we take it from you. And maybe some, come on, from the Egyptians. And we have a wine route. And is there anything super cheap at the moment? Our oil. To the French and the Americans. Or silk. To the Brits. To the Russians. Yeah, there's some... We should start exporting some things, especially where we don't need convoys. Artillery can be exported once again to the Qing and to the to the Chinese, to both Chinese states in the end. Oh, luxury furniture, so cheap, interesting. To the Qing and to the Germans. We will need a lot of new bureaucracy, that's for sure. Some sulfur to the Russians. A lot of things got quite cheap, but yeah. I don't want to do these mini routes all the time, you know. That's why I'm trying to always go for the bigger amounts. And the Qing is they're close, so they're a very easy market for us, as well as the Taiping. Yeah, let's sell some more. Let's sell some more cars to Germany. Toyota's incoming. Tobacco. No, not really worth it. All right. Ironclads. Not really fancy. Small arms. To Belgium. No. Russia. Britain. Former enemies would love to have some of our arms. Understandable. Since they were kicking their lovely back parts. Why is the luxury furniture so cheap? This is really surprising. Then let's really export the hell out of it. Normally I don't do this kind of mass exports, but at the moment I feel like since they're so cheap, there's probably lots of money to be made with it. Let's see if still all of them are working. We don't need to import ammunition anymore, that's true. Alright. Still the building some dye plantations down here, alright, that's okay. And we do have somehow such a good reputation. How Okay, taking over the Philippines would be 45 infamy. What about Maguindanao? They are in a dominion, so they would also fight us, probably. I would, rather than take this, conquer state. How much is it? So we could take this immediately into and then get transferred to the Philippines. How are the Philippines set up? They are... Oh yeah, which... Filipino and Spanish, okay. Presidential Republic. Quite Catholic, but yeah, the Philippines. I mean, what would happen if we go for transfer subject? Doesn't look like that the Germans would interfere. So I think this is actually our next target, since now we've got we've been beating the British, we have the control over here. The Americans, I don't know, they don't seem to pose such a big problem at the... Oh wait, they're growing slowly. Actually, the USA is kind of doing fine, which sometimes I don't see to happen too often recently. So yeah. What I was trying to say about it is actually that, yeah, they're doing fine, but they don't pose a big threat. Actually, I feel like very much not threatened anymore. The French, yeah, they've been kind of nice. We're trading well with them. I don't see a reason why we should necessarily take over their parts here in China. It's looking good. So I think this going against the Spanish is probably next. Taking the Philippines, one of the next steps. We still... Let's maybe wait until we got to 1917, 1918, until we've lost the reputation. Because it will take apparently 40. And I don't really want to fire too hard over the 50. Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. The trade with the German market is going to be harder, since I think we're trading sometimes with 0 convoys with the German market, probably via the Philippines. But actually there's Spanish possessions also down here. This should be fine. In Bhutan, okay, they're also a dominion. Okay, the Spanish also expanded quite a lot. But yeah, the Spanish are military-wise absolutely no match to us, so this should be absolutely super easy. What else is income? The Metropolitan Railway. Okay, didn't really have this envisaged this, but okay. The grand opening of the Edo Metropolitan Railway was received with much celebration. In a speech, the Emperor congratulated the engineers who made this possible. It is not only the railway that is electrified, but the whole city of Edo. The streets are abuzz with citizens marveling at the wonders of technology, speculating about what new innovation will come to transform our lives for the better. Our rail will be the envy of the world. Yeah, oh yeah, we definitely will be the envy of the world. Just 25 prestige, but we dropped to 2, so it's absolutely necessary. Since the British are trying to outrace us here again. Belgium wants a trade agreement. I can absolutely imagine. Yeah, let's do it. We do trade with the Belgians a lot, or a bit. Is this something where we might also want to improve our relations, maybe with the duchies as well? We'll see. On what is going on here. Like, now the world is a little bit proletarian in Parma, okay? Lanfang is... Oh, you're making Lanfang. Are they not still the Chinese one? No. They're free. Yeah, okay, then go in France. Your tiny Pacific possessions are fine to me. The Navajo are being suppressed by the US. That's as expected. The same with the Nama. I'm not going to get involved. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I feel like now with Alaska, we can absolutely trade also nicely here with the Canadians. Probably, I'm not sure. Turmoil still being quite high. We already actually... Oh, now we're, by the way, building over here. The construction sectors are being built here in North China, in the Manchurias. Or we're on it. Getting our first new jobs out here. So the Manchurians can work on finally making their homelands also very nice. But, oh god, we're getting a Manchu secession. Do we have... hope just here. And this is probably not stoppable. This was very fast. The Manchuria is seceded, but also only the outer Manchurias, alright. Well, at least we can build the mines in southern Manchuria then. And yeah, guys, what do you think? Do you think you have some kind of chance here after, just a year after, or not even a year after you were taken over? I mean, some disillusionized local people trying to fight for their freedom. I'm so sorry for you guys, but yeah, ain't gonna happen. We have 170 battalions standing by in Manchuria. That's odd, but to be honest, we don't even need to mobilize a big troop. There should be... yeah, come on, Yoshida Terauchi. Take over this land and boom, it should be done. Wow. However, this one is... how did the bureaucracy deficit grow so quickly? Oh, this is a little bit... This must have... Is there a miscalculation? Because we just were at minus 1,000. And how many? There's not that many... For sure, there's not that many government buildings here. Not at all. Did we lose anybody over here that was influencing this in a very positive way? They all love us. With this, also our balance is going really bad. Well, what can we do? Is basically build some more government administration, which I guess I need to. And then let's prioritize these also. I hope this is just still a miscalculation that will jump back in the next month or something. It should be normally. Kyushu also gets an extra one, okay. If you, by the way, somehow know where this jump... I witnessed it before. That there was this massive jump from one day to the other, but I can't really explain it. Maybe this also affected this secession. Affected the prices in such a big way, but I also don't see that really. By the way, we need more iron. Okay, yeah, which we can also build here in the Manchurias. No problem. Oh yeah, southern Manchuria will be such a mining area for us. Let's see what happens if the secession is crushed. If we already get back our bureaucracy. I mean, we didn't change anything over here. We got the home affairs in not that long ago, but this was just when you jumped to 1,000. What is our skyscraper actually doing? Are we on telephone switchboards everywhere we can? Let's do this at least as far as we can. Are you doing bureaucratic nexus? Yeah, this is what we wanted. Yeah, I don't know. This is really surprising. Okay, now we've got this secession. Yeah, these 6 troops shall we overcome quite easily. We get to import some more rubber. Yeah. From the Brits. But this deficit, yeah, look at this. I mean, just having a look at the deficit is where we're just halfway fine here around and suddenly boom. And all the steepness here of our gold reserves or debt is a little bit worrisome. I mean, you can also, of course, always build a couple of more. Let's build 5 more here, yeah. Just in case. And actually in Chubu we have the turmoil. Also here in Kansai, what the hell? Let's give some more jobs out, so they might be happier with us. Feminism unlocked. Okay, this is new. I have no idea if this is going to affect Japanese society quickly, since we do have still legal guardianship. Apart from here, we're very not modern at all. So far, nobody has been complaining. Let's see if there's going to be feminism uprising or feminist speakers here in Japan. We don't know. We shall see. Here, the first coal mines have been built. That's nice. And here, the secession. Yeah. Are we still at 4? Okay. Yeah, this secession should be overcome very quickly. I think it's fine to have them at neutral, to be honest. I don't need to have them at best relations. Still here, the Taiping still really love us. We could even get them into the market. I'm still not a big fan because probably they're too big in terms of population. France doing actually a great job at taking over Africa, I feel like. Oh my god, let's see here, we have a 15% tax waste. When you look here, unrealized taxes 250,000. So actually we are not in the negative, it's just how we don't realize the taxes. Once again, please let me know if I have just the idea that maybe Meiji died and somebody else came in, but he's still here, so it's also not him. Who's following him actually? Mitsuomi, okay. Free speech. Somebody wants free speech. That's surprising. Protected speech. Is this doable for us? I mean, everybody else loves us just so much that we could potentially really do it. Technology spread is, of course, an advantage. However, the political strength of the academics also is increasing. Nah. I think we would rather... This is too dangerous for us right now. We do have a lot of radicals anyways. I mean, most of them probably coming from... Yeah, both discrimination and standard of living, actually, okay. Whilst... Okay, you see it, by the way, with the finalization of some of our government buildings. The deficit got smaller. We've got... Okay, we've got more taxes incoming, so the problem is already quite better. However, I can't explain to myself where it came from so suddenly. Okay, here now the turmoil is kind of gone over here in... That's the positive actually about the... oh wow. Due to the uprising, I feel like the turmoil has been gone because the Manchus are being... I don't see it where I can feel it. Failed secession, probably here. Do they also have it? Yeah. Oh, nice. That kind of gives us a huge advantage right now for building stuff in these parts of our empire. So we should prioritize these. And yeah, and now I want... Okay, the ports we can still build. That's fine. And then let's build the hell out of it over here. And also some more government. Do we have barracks actually here? To defend our lovely new possessions. Oil rigs, of course. Iron mines. Okay, let's focus here on the iron actually. Oh, we have logging bonus here. Okay, okay, okay. Then we shall use this. Do we have a logging camp bonus over here? No. Here we will focus on the coal and the mines. Here a little bit iron and wood, I guess. Oh, and we're almost at 0 again after this war. So I think the action versus the Spanish or versus the... yeah, to take over the Philippines is gonna come in very soon. But let's wait until we're really at 0. Which is going to take probably a couple more months. And then we shall start this play in the summer of 1918, probably to expand our position, since the Brits they're racing away. How come? Are they raising so much troops or fleets? I don't really know. Anyways, I think after overcoming the struggles of implementing... Oh yeah, now the radicals dropped a lot due to the overcome secession. Standard of living still had some drawbacks in the last years, probably due to new Chinese, but also due to the costs of the war and so on. Yeah, anyhow, I think in the next episodes our situation will drastically improve, especially with the coal price that will lower a lot when we get all these, which is already lowering, since we have all the production coming in from southern Manchuria now. See, and we've just got 20 built in here. So this is gonna be something I'm absolutely looking forward to at this point, but I think this is once again a great moment to end this episode. Let's congratulate ourselves and to see Japan really growing and growing. Our market goes from Alaska to Southeast Asia to China to Japan proper to these Pacific possessions. Considering that we might take over the Philippines very soon, the Japanese Empire is getting bigger and bigger, and I think more respectful, despite us dropping to global great power rank 2 for the little moment. Let me know what you think. What would you do next? How do you explain me this massive drop in the bureaucracy? I have no idea where this is coming from, but we will handle it somehow. No worries. Yeah. Let me know in the comments. Then leave me please a like and a subscription if you haven't yet. This helps the channel a lot and costs you nothing, so thank you very much for this. And otherwise, or in general, see you the next time with the next episode. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.